This was one of the main reasons why I went to community college, because I graduated high school with a 2.2 GPA. Some community colleges offer free tuition. But the biggest reason why, I am here today to talk to you Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, otherwise known as the Vintage Academic, and I'm a new junior transfer student at UC Berkeley studying anthropology and archaeology. I make informational videos and vlogs about community college, the transfer process, life as a transfer student, and sometimes some vintage videos just to mix things up a bit. If that all sounds good to you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stick around, and let's get on into the video. In today's video, I want to talk to you about why right now is the time to go to a community college. Now, more than ever, is honestly the best time to be attending a community college. The whole point of this video is to convince you that you should be going to a community college this fall. Whether you're a freshly graduated high school student or maybe even a junior high school student looking to get some college credits, or a re-entry student looking to finish their degree, community college is, in my opinion, the best call, and let me tell you why. Now, these are not the main reasons why. I'm gonna get to that later in the video, so stick around, but we do need to talk about how you would get all of the benefits and advantages of going to a community college. Things like the cost, the flexibility, the ability to explore your major, and a lot more, so let's get into it. I'm just gonna go rapid fire through these and try to get them as fast as possible so I can get to the main point. So let's talk about cost. Community colleges are so much cheaper than a four-year university. For the cost of attending 1 year at a four-year university here in California, you could attend 2 years of community college, which is how long it takes to finish community college if you are a full-time student, 15 times over. 15 times. The affordability of community college is especially fantastic if you live in an expensive state like I do, California. Everybody knows that California is just an expensive state to live in, and especially when it comes to education. According to the University of California's admission webpage, one can expect to pay upwards of $30,000 a year to attend a UC. Compare that to the typical cost of community college, which comes in at just around $2,000 a year. Editing Katie here. To be completely fair, the UC's estimate of the cost of attendance does also include like cost of living and books and that kind of stuff, and the one for community college doesn't, but I have now paid UC tuition, and it was something to the tune of $9,000 when a semester at community college cost me maybe $500. Do what you will with that information. If you went to a community college for 2 years, you would be saving upwards of $55,000, and that's $55,000 that you wouldn't need in financial aid, you wouldn't have to take out in loans. Additionally, there are some really good financial aid programs out there for community college, and I'll get into that a little bit later in the video too. Next is, oh my god, my voice. What is wrong with my voice? Next is flexibility. Community colleges exist for a reason, and that is to serve a wide demographic of people. Most community colleges understand that their students either work or have obligations outside the classroom that make being in a class between 8 and 5 difficult to do. Many community colleges offer a wide range of times for classes, and right now with online classes, some of them are even self-paced and don't have specific meeting times. Let's talk about major for a second. With the affordability and the flexibility of community college, it gives those who are unsure what they want to do the ability to explore their options. It is much easier and much more cost-effective to test out majors and pathways now in community college than it would be at a four-year university. And it's also super common to change your major, so why not do that at a cheap community college? In my personal opinion, it's ridiculous to expect teenagers fresh out of high school to know exactly what they want to do. And at most, any class that you take that doesn't count towards your major will only cost a couple $100s, and best case scenario, they count towards your general education requirements. Some more fantastic reasons why you should attend community college: grade improvement, less competition, and articulation agreements. What is with my voice today? My god. When you go to transfer, the schools that you apply to don't care about your high school GPA. The only thing that they care about is your community college GPA, which is made up of the grades that you earned at your community college. This was one of the main reasons why I went to community college, because I graduated high school with a 2.2 GPA, and now I go to a top public university in the country. Sorry, UCLA. In addition, there's a reason why transfer students have higher acceptance rates to four-year universities than do most seniors applying right out of high school. there's less competition for your spot. And then there are also articulation agreements between community colleges and four-year universities. Take the California community college system, for example, and the TAG, or the Transfer Admission Guarantee. This offers guaranteed transfer from a California community college to one of the UCs, assuming that you have fulfilled all of the requirements. And for a more in-depth video on that, click the card in the corner because I made a whole video about the TAG if you want to know about that. But the biggest reason why, I am here today to talk to you is because of the pandemic. Listen, 75% of American universities are opting for remote and distance learning this fall. If you're a freshman, this means that you're most likely not going to get that freshman year dorm experience that you've been waiting for. First of all, many schools, including mine, I go to Berkeley in case you didn't know, have banned social gatherings. They've reduced the number of residents that are allowed in the dorms. And you can't even go into the dining halls right now. It's all takeout style where you grab a box of food and go back to your dorm to eat your food. Strict quarantine rules, COVID testing, mask wearing, and social distancing protocols are all serious realities right now, and they are 100% not conducive to that college experience. So the point of this is to say that since you're not getting the typical college experience, why would you pay the same amount of money? Remember that $30,000 number? Yeah, that $30,000 used to mean getting to be on campus, having in-person classes, living in a new town, making friends, being independent, maybe going to parties, having one-on-one FaceTime with your professors, social programming and events, and so much more. But right now, none of that's happening. College, of course, should focus on the academics, but let's face it, a large part of college is the experience. And right now, nobody's getting the experience that they expected or wanted. Instead, you could go to a community college for a fraction of the price for the same education, especially since the experience is no longer there, and the majority of students, freshmen at four-year universities, community college students, transfer students alike, are going to be sharing in the woes of Zoom university life. So, like I said, you can expect to pay around $2,000 at a community college here in California, but let me tell you a little secret. Some community colleges offer free tuition, giving you just another reason to go to community college this fall. Take my community college, for example, Sacramento City College. On their website, they have a page about the Los Rios Promise, which is a program that offers first-time, full-time students 2 years of free education at any Los Rios community college, which is the district that my community college is in. The only requirement is that you have to be full-time, which is 12 to 18 units, and file your FAFSA, which you should be doing anyways, and that's it. For the same education and the same experience, you could either pay $30,000 or nothing. And if you go the community college route, you can plan things out just right to be in and out of there in 2 years and be ready to transfer to your next school without ever paying a cent in tuition. So, do you see what I'm getting at? The experience of online community college is honestly not all that different from in-person community college. I mean, personally, I really loved in-person community college, but it is what you make of it. And lots of community college students were taking online classes anyways. I always took at least one online class, and my last semester I took 3 online classes. And community college comes at a fraction of the price as the four-year universities, who are charging the same fees as if they were operating as usual. This is the reason why I would encourage and push anyone thinking of going to a four-year university this fall to consider community college instead. It's a fantastic option right now for our students, maybe somebody like you who's hesitant to commit to a four-year university when we don't know what the future's gonna look like. Even some universities who are allowing people in their dorms say that they could send everybody home at the drop of a hat because of changing public health guidelines. All schools are struggling with how to best deal with the situation at hand right now, and that puts students at a disadvantage when it comes to the associated costs of traveling to and living at a four-year university campus. The reality is nobody knows what the future's going to look like, but hopefully a vaccine will be developed and we will all get that college experience of walking on campus for the first time, making friends, and just generally living that college life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and tell me in the comments what your plans are for the fall. I unfortunately could not stay at my community college any longer. I was ready to transfer and I accepted my position at Cal before I knew everything that was happening, and I'm 25 years old. I'm not really interested in taking a deferment because I'm just kind of ready to get my degree and move on with life. So I will be living that Zoom university life while paying the UC price. I joke, I'm actually really happy with my classes at Cal so far, so don't forget to subscribe for more UC Berkeley content. I have some vlogs coming your way. I know I've been kind of slacking on those a little bit, but I've been in kind of a weird mood and vlogs were not it for me, but I have already filmed a couple and they are in the works, so don't forget to subscribe, share this video with somebody who might find it useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!